This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Hello to all, a very good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you. Welcome to your program, Problems and Solutions. We are here today, Wednesday. We are already on the second week of the month of May. The reason why I'm here tonight is to pass, my dear friend, to you live. You who are so down, you who are thinking to give up, you who are there, with so many negative, and sometimes even when you turn on your TV, when you go to the internet, you see the problems that is happening all around the world, and this even, instead of helping you, even they put you more down. But I'm here to tell you, my dear friend, regardless of who you are and your situation, that God is available. Yes, God has his open arms open towards you to help you, to take you out of this situation. If you are watching in the hospital, if you are at home sick, if you are depressed, if you don't have a way out of your life, you feel yourself alone, sometimes even you think to give up, God take care of you. And the proof that God take care of you, because maybe you watch me and you say, no, I don't believe that God take care of me, because if God take care of me, why my life is like this? But the proof that God take care of you and that God cares about you is that every day at the Universal Church, there are people arriving with the same type of problem as you have, and even different problems, sometimes worse or sometimes not so big, but doesn't matter. Problems are problems. What for you can be something big, for me can be something easy, and vice versa. What I'm trying to say is that every day people's lives are changing with this opportunity that faith gives. If you want to change your life, I just want your attention for these 50 minutes. For these minutes where we're going to show you testimonies of faith. See, and you can see what God is performing in our days.
My faith, I was able not just to conquer salvation, but I was able to forgive. And being able to forgive, I was able to trade that and receive salvation. And that's the most important thing that I was able to conquer with my faith. My life in general right now is amazing. And I don't just say it's amazing, as a figure of speech, but I say it with sincerity, because my life before, which was hell, and my life now, there's a difference. My family is a blessing. We're still working on a few things. We're still getting to know each other, but it's been amazing because I'm able to be the light in my house. My work is amazing as well. God just keeps surprising me in different ways. I've been living a better life since my life has been transformed 5 years now. My faith helped hugely from the moment that I came, when I didn't understand what faith was. I didn't understand how to use my faith in general, because everybody had faith. But I overcame so much. And not only that, I was able to also conquer salvation. And that's what my faith was able to do for me. Before coming into the Universal Church, I faced many problems. I was depressed for a long time, since I was 9 years old. And what contributed to the depression was the fact that I was abused 5 times by different people on different occasions. It was a lot of things that went through my life which made me become very closed. I became like a stone, so I became very rebellious. And all of this was happening, and I was just keeping it inside, living as normal. And because of everything that I went through, I was very insecure, I was lost and depressed. And I was very empty inside. So that was mainly my biggest problems that I was going through. I was invited to the Universal Church by a friend of mine, and I came. I didn't like it. I manifested, so I literally left. I never came back. And 2 years down the line, I came back. I actually messaged the person. I was like, the Universal Church that you go to, do you still have activities? Because right now my life is at a rock bottom. I need God. And from there, I started coming. And that's how I was able to find the Universal Church again. The Universal Church means so much for me because it's where I was able to find God. I've been to so many different churches. Going to church never changed me. I never understood anything. I never understood that I have a faith that can move a mountain. I never understood that God can do so much through me. But coming to the Universal Church, I was able to have this understanding. Every time that a word was given, I took it. I became like a sponge to this word. That's how the Universal Church today has become very important to me. Everything that the pastor said, I remember my first service, the pastor was like, don't try to want God, do. Everything that he says, do it. I've never heard someone tell me, don't try to want God. I've never heard someone tell me, don't try to, no. He just said, do. He's telling you to let go. Do it. And that was the difference for me. That was the turning point for me. I started to see the results when I started to put them into practice. I was a stone. In order for this stone to be broken up, because a stone can be broken up into sand, and a sand can be like molded. It can be like a moldable object. In order for this to happen, I had to put the word of God into practice. I had to obey everything that God was telling me. And through that, I was able to truly move on and move forward. Today, I am able to speak about God to people who are suffering because I understand the importance of it. Today, I can truly say that, the work of the Universal Church is a great work. Sometimes I help with the food bank. We had a community care. I was joyful. I was grateful to even be part of it because it gave me the opportunity to help someone. I didn't think of doing this before coming to the church because I didn't know myself. I didn't have a relationship with God. He didn't save me when I was not in the church. How can I save someone if I can't even save myself? Today, I see myself in a better light. Not just as a person that is just here on earth to live. I have a purpose. I know who I am. I don't see myself as the girl that was abused. I don't see myself as the girl that was depressed. I see myself as a child of God and as someone that has so much to give. That's how I see myself today. And with the power of my faith today, I am free. I'm free from depression. I'm free from addiction. I don't please people anymore. I am truly happy. I have no regrets coming into the Universal Church. It was the best decision that I ever made for myself, and it will continue to be the best decision.
I was an alcoholic from a very young age. I'd say from about 18 when I met a friend, someone who became a friend, and she was already an alcoholic. She was 4 years older than myself. But before that, I grew up in a family who were alcoholics, even though they didn't recognize or they didn't say they were alcoholics. I remembered I was about 4 years old, and I think it was around my 4th birthday. I was given cider to drink because they said it will kill the worms. I remember being drunk then and being sick. During my teenage years, I didn't drink, but when I met this friend, she was drinking, and I started drinking from then on. My husband was an alcoholic. I got married to an alcoholic as well. And I used to try and keep up with drinking. We'd go to the pub and we'd drink there, we'd drink at home, family parties, every weekend we drank with my parents, my cousins. And it just went on from there. I became addicted when my marriage broke down, and to sleep at nights because there were so many things going on in my mind and I couldn't really cope with them. I'd be fine during the day, but come evening time, I'd have to have a drink just to forget, to go to sleep. My lowest point was when I was at the hospital, and because of my drinking and the other problems I had, which contributed to the drinking, my GP told me that I had problems with my liver. I started having problems with my liver. I heard about the help center when my son invited me on a Tuesday for prayers, because the problem I had was incurable. So on a Tuesday was the day that you could come for prayers, and I did come. After much toing and froing, I did come on the Tuesday. I didn't give up immediately. I remembered that I would come to the help center, and then afterwards I'd go to the pub with my son and his girlfriend at the time, and I would encourage them to drink also, until about 2 months after I came. I heard the advice, I got advice, and prayers were said for me, and I was taught how to pray, and then slowly but surely the addiction went. This was in 1997 when I stopped drinking completely up until today, and I'll never drink again. Even if I smell alcohol, it's so revolting. Well, I remembered what used to happen. I'd stop drinking for a little while, but there would be this great desire inside of me to drink again, and I would go back to drinking. Even though I'd stopped drinking for 6 weeks, 2 months, I'd always go back to drinking. It wasn't until I came to the help center that I got the help, the active help that I needed, which made me stop drinking. I am Julie, and that was my story.
You know, my dear friend, take your own conclusions. After you saw these testimonies, you can take your own conclusions and see that what we spoke here tonight is not just words, but really miracles happen and can change your life. If you want our help, we are here ready to help you. In Stockholm, we are every day. Tomorrow, Thursday, we have this very important service for the love life that calls the rebuilding of myself, because for you to solve the problem, many times the person wants to solve the problem in the love life, but many times the person carries traumas, situations inside of them. Tomorrow we teach you about that. But the doors of the Universal Church are open every day. For more information, you can visit our website www.uckg.se. Here in Stockholm, we are at the Birger 106, very close to the t-bana Tekniska. Also in Göteborg, we are there every Saturday, very close to Liseberg, very close to the city center, in our new address that is below your screen. And this coming Saturday as well will be in Malmö, this coming Saturday. We are there on the first hotel, as you can see below your screen, our address, very close to the train station, very, very close, 2 minutes walking, or even less from the train station. We'll be there this coming Saturday in the city of Malmö. You know, depends on you to change your life, because like I said in the beginning of this program, God is with his open arms waiting for you. Give your step of faith. This is not about religious. Doesn't matter who you are, if you are school, if you are in school, if you are rich, if you are poor, because the Lord Jesus came to all. Have a blessed night. May God bless you. Tomorrow we'll be back with another program, Problems and Solutions.
I'm not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
If you want out, that's fine with me.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.